Those big fishing boats behind me are a signal that we're in a nautical kind of place. And sure enough, we're in Steveston, a little fishing village, or at least a one-time little fishing village, way south of the city of Vancouver. Now Steveston still has the nautical piece, the fishing piece, the whale watching piece, but it's also turned into a kind of upscale community. A lot of retirees here and a lot of sort of urban professionals who want a small village-like feel to their everyday living. Now, upscale. That's what we're talking about here with the XC40, the Volvo XC40, a 2019 model. This compact SUV is certainly worth a look if you're in the market for something $40,000 to $50,000-ish. I'll tell you that it's got very, very comfortable, superb driving responses, a quiet ride, and a smoothly engaging turbocharged 4. That and some interesting high-tech equipment and execution inside really puts this Volvo XC40 at the top of my list of this kind of vehicle. Okay, let's talk about design. The XC40 is a tall, nicely proportioned rig with looks that are more SUV than station wagon, and that does set it apart from some of its competitors. To make the XC40 stand out, the designers have included very distinct octagonal cutouts on the lower side panels, and two-tone paint schemes are commonplace. Inside the package, you will find room for 4 full-sized adults. The downside? Not all of it is well executed. Panel gaps, for instance, are not always tight and uniform. That said, the XC40 is available with the same driver assist and safety features as on pricier Volvos. And the seats are as outstanding as any in the Volvo family. The turbocharged 4-cylinder engine in my tester spun up decent power, too. Most important of all, though, the XC40 has an understated but elegant cabin whose highlight is the most modern of touchscreens mounted atop the center console. It works exactly like your smartphone. You know, I can't emphasize enough the good work Volvo's designers have done here in the cabin. It's extraordinarily well done. I enjoyed wheel time in the XC40. This little rig is nimble and responsive, and the turbocharged 4 is exactly what you want. Fuel efficient, powerful, and smooth. Road and tire noise are also well muffled. Too bad the 8-speed automatic transmission can at times be a little indecisive. The core idea behind this latest resurrection of the Volvo brand is to create a millennial-friendly vibe about all things Volvo. And you see this reflected in advertising that is stuffed with pictures of beautiful young people staring wisely at their smartphones and doing cool things with and around their Volvos. Now, of course, this sort of approach is about as old as the car business, and that is, in today's world, well, you can sell a young person's car to a baby boomer, maybe like me, but you can't sell an old person's or a baby boomer's car to a millennial. That's just not going to cut it. And the XC40 is a perfect example of the execution of that proposition. Much more upscale. Now, speaking of, oh, come on, really? Come on. You see that, that is, you can sell an old man's car. Well, I brought you to the little fishing village of Steveston, although it's not much of a feeling. I've brought you to the, let's try this one more time. This is the village of Steveston, very south. Is a perfect example of what happens when I forget what I'm trying to say.